Hello, everyone. We are so excited for our very first artist presentation at New York City's Art Expo exhibition, an international gathering of over 200 galleries, artists, and publishers from around the world, showcasing exciting artwork, ceramics, sculptures, and much more. We take you behind the scenes to meet the makers whom we are presenting at this incredible event. Art Expo New York takes place between April 7th and 10th, so if you're here, it's an unmissable event. The virtual exhibition goes live on April 1st. We will be sharing links to webcast interviews with our artists on our YouTube and other social media channels, and we will also be sharing links to their artworks presented at Art Expo New York. Do not forget to follow us on Instagram at let's_curate. And today I'm speaking to Austrian artist Claudia Winter. Claudia wears many creative hats, including accessories designer, interior decorator, photographer, and style consultant. Her artwork is especially unexpected because she uses Nespresso capsules and follows the principle of sustainable art. You will find many of her artworks on our platform, and we will, of course, be sharing links to her special presentation for Art Expo. Hi, Claudia, and a big welcome to you.
Yes, hello from Vienna.
Wonderful. Wonderful to have you again. We've spoken before, but it's always fun to see you again.
Yes, it's good to see you again too. It's been, I think, half a year. No, it's almost a year ago that we...
I know. And look at us. We kickstarted with, showcasing your work, and now you're presenting at Art Expo. This is very exciting for me too, personally.
Yeah, for me too.
So I want to kind of dig deep into your artistic philosophy. I think it's so interesting because the world is moving to a place where organic and sustainable and purposeful art is going to be very valuable, and we need to have a big impact in these areas. So your art specifically focuses on recycling and upcycling. What made you decide on this focus area?
Well, actually, when I saw the Espresso capsules everywhere, I always thought it's a waste of aluminum, and it's a beautiful, very expensive material. And it hurts me when I see people throwing it away. And I saw many artworks with Nespresso capsules in shops around the world. And my idea was to do something different, like pictures, artwork for offices, for boutiques, for coffee shops, for decorator shops, for everything, hotel shops, lobbies. And what I wanted to do is colorful work, because in these days there is so much sad things going on in the world. And I think colors in our life are very important. And I tried to combine it with my artwork. So most of the capsules are very colorful and shining, and I just thought to make something with my pictures. I took pictures from everything, everywhere. Me and myself, I like to visit galleries too. I like to watch art as well. And when I see something which I like, I take a picture and then I draw it, and then I make an artwork out of this. For example, I made out of my mind. This is the protective eye, for example. This is just an example I made. Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
This is the sun prayer, for example. And this is, what can you recognize?
To me, it looks like a landscape, though I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a mountain peak. This is actually the sun, and this is the mountain peak. Yeah, this is what I just saw. I took a picture of a sunset on the mountain, and then I just make it. And when I'm here sitting with my used Nespresso capsules, and I have my free time, my leisure time, I'm like a playing child, and I start to do something. And it relaxes me, and it's yeah.
So, I'm curious, because you're also an accessories designer, you're a photographer, you're a style consultant. How does all of that kind of come in together? I'm sure they all influence your artwork when you think of the idea and when you start working on it. It's such an interesting marriage of sorts, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, actually, my artwork has nothing to do with my style consultant and with my photographer. The idea just came a couple of years ago. Yeah? But I always love to create things. And when I have a customer who is making a style, color consult, when I give a color advice or a style advice, I offer my accessories, which I make also. And if the customer is interested in, it's good. If not, it's also okay.
That's wonderful.
But this is something I just added to my website.
That's fantastic. And I think it's, I'm emphasizing this again, but I feel like it is the need of the hour, to repurpose materials that we use, and why discard it when it can be an art, this is, you're giving it new life. It's almost like you're giving it new life, and it's visually so appealing, and it's such a great use of resources that are available. So I love that it's such a unique combination of creativity and, like also a purpose. It's kind of like purposeful art. I love that.
Yeah. Yes, and I think I only want to make positive things, which make people think positive with my artwork.
That's
for example, wonderful. Of nature, of colorful things, of beautiful things, which distracts people from thinking negative.
That's also like very important messaging to give.
It's important to find on an empty wall, maybe an eye catcher or a fun artwork, which is not usual, which is extraordinary.
Yes, and art essentially does have such an impact when you, like you're saying, art can be soothing, it can be powerful, it creates emotions within you. So I love that you're also, you're so emphatic about making sure that your art is happy, and it gives people, that calming moment where you're right, there's so much, the world is going through a tough time right now. And it's nice to have something that you have created, which can bring happiness to someone else. I think that's incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell us about the specific artwork that you are presenting at New York. It's called Happy Africa. Okay,
so I move the table a little bit so you can see it. Well, it's better I take it. What can you see? What do you recognize?
So I see the map, and I see certain parts of Africa that come to my mind.
Yeah.
Coffee and lots of color, of course.
I call this artwork Happy Africa. Yeah. It's this is the continent of Africa, and this is the the thumb and the fingers, which shows happiness. And Africa is it's the cradle of coffee. I'm using an Espresso capsules, coffee capsules, and this is our continent of coffee. And in Africa, coffee is cultivated for centuries already, and the different design of the Nespresso capsules means a different state of Africa. So don't ask me how many states Africa contain, but I used for every state a different color. So I draw the map, and for example, this is South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, whatever. Don't ask me. But and Africa is also exploited. And I want to signalize a solidarity with that artwork.
That's powerful. That is powerful. And it's also, you're using recycled materials. You're using a theme which is, evoking positivity and color. And, you're bringing to light an important topic, which is solidarity, and, to kind of acknowledge the tough times that they've gone through. So that's fantastic. How long did it take for you to think of this idea and make it?
This is a good question. I don't know, actually. I don't even know how much time it takes, because it's always different. Sometimes it takes me a week to make an artwork, because it depends on my time, and it depends on when I feel to do some work. And sometimes I do it on one evening or one night. It depends. If the TV program is boring, then I can do a small artwork like this on one night.
Wow.
And if I have many things to do and if I have lots of work, I do it in my spare time. 10 minutes this day, 10 minutes that day. I made this last October, and I think it took me like 3 days, but you know, every evening an hour. But this is lots of work because of all the different patterns and all the different small states, and it's a little bit tricky, you know, to the smaller cuts you have, the more work it is.
Right. It's also vibrant. I like that it's vibrant, it's textured. So, you know, your eye goes in all sorts of directions because there's so much to take in, and it's just very uplifting. This is wonderful. So Claudia, this is the first time you're presenting at Art Expo New York. How does it feel, and what does it mean to you as an artist to be at this event?
It's a great compliment, actually. First, I'm happy that you have chosen me, and it's a great surprise. And I hope that I can reach people out there. And I also hope that people text me or write me and say, can you do an artwork of a special picture? For example, people have different wishes. People say, for example, I would like to have an artwork with Espresso capsules from the tree in my garden. And then I can say, please send me a picture. I tried my best. I try to draw it, and then I can do it. So, but I cannot tell you how much time I need for this. So, but I try my best, and I take orders also. And I'm happy if people like my artwork and my different kind of ideas I had.
That I'm sure it's going to be a big success. In the future, what do you think what can we expect from you next? What is the next big Claudia Winter theme that you're kind of exploring?
The next big idea, it's already in progress. I'm making a coffee table, and with a carton, a big cardboard, and I'm covering it with Espresso capsules. And for the feet, I am using the bottles. These are empty bottles, and the cardboard comes on the empty bottles. This is my next project. It's already
So you're like stepping up, because now you're actually moving into product, almost like a product creation idea. That's fantastic. And I think it's also seems very seamless, because you know you have the idea, you're doing your artwork, and then it progresses, considering that you've also been an accessories designer and you're an interior decorator. So you look at spaces and you can figure out how to kind of create products that could kind of match a space, and this is a continuation of your beautiful idea.
So then as soon as it's ready, I will post a picture on Instagram, and you can also find me on my website on Instagram. And I think I sent you my website. You can record, you can you can use it, of course.
Absolutely. This is going to be incredible. We are so excited for you to be at Art Expo, and also, of course, for the next step in your art vision. This is very exciting.
And the idea, don't ask me, the idea was that I had a very big cardboard at home, and I wanted to use it. I didn't need it anymore because I bought a couple of years ago a big mirror, and I still have the cardboard for the mirror, and I didn't want to throw it away. I don't want to throw away everything, so I try to use stuff to make funny things.
That's fantastic. We cannot wait to see the end product when it's ready. Thank you so much, Claudia, for joining us.